of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Farmar kicks to Crawford. Pass to Farmar. Nice jump shot. Good. Here's Kobe. And counted had it fallen, but it's offline.
I've been getting a lot of perfect release. Maybe I should have been on this shot meter the whole time. I don't know. That real shot percentage, I was missing crap wide open. NBA, man, you got me in a good mood, dog. I thought it started on Thursday. That junk start tomorrow, and the Lakers play tomorrow too. Oh man, and I'm off too. Shoot, can't tell me nothing right now.
Clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
10:30.
The Clippers.
Man, you can't tell me nothing right now.
Your safety is our number one concern.
Oh, excuse me.
Evacuation of Staples Center becomes necessary.
Well, we're getting back to the action now.
Do you think it? All right, let me ask you this. Do
you
think it's kind of cheesy
if that changes here in the
if you get a perfect release that goes in most of the time?
You look at Kobe Bryant in this game. I mean, he has been everywhere.
I like that he didn't force anything in that first half. His decision-making was really flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry, even the tough ones.
Inside, it's Boozer and Hill. Lynn and Kobe are your 1 and your 2. And it's Johnson in the small forward position.
Yeah.
That's who's in the game for the Lakers. 6 to shoot. They double-team Griffin. And it's sent back by Hill. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Los Angeles leading by 12. With floor spacing, Steve, more important than ever in today's NBA. Some question the pairing of Griffin and Jordan in the Clipper frontcourt.
Well, I think it's worked out just fine. I think they could add a stretch four behind those two guys and maybe mix him in during the rotations. But all in all, Griffin and Jordan have played awfully well together at both ends of the floor.
That free throw missing.
And for the Clippers, their most potent offensive weapon is Chris Paul,
play some
coming
defense.
off the pick and roll, attacking with great ball handling skills and vision. You want to create space for that, but defense more often than not will look to bring help from the front court, and that's when things really open up for Paul in terms of his options.
Well, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this, for his career, 15,806 career assists, a record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And he wasn't really a flashy passer like a lot of the great playmakers you think of, but just always in control. Kind of an old school game, but one that was tremendously successful over the course of his almost 2 decades with the Utah Jazz.
Now here's Kobe, and that one's good. Bryant's got 14.
And the D is having problems stopping the mid-range jumper. They're not really closing out on them as much as they should be.
Yeah, look at the numbers. 6 of the last 10 points have come by way of that jump shot, Clark.
Outside for Griffin. Nobody near Barnes. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
The Lakers making a switch here. Davis is checked in. Now here's Lynn. He's got 10. Kicks it to Johnson. Off target with his 3.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out.
Griffin against Boozer. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 9, and the basket from Griffin.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
Well, that's been the focus, Clark, as we've watched. I mean, they've created one chance after another inside.
Now here's Lynn. Boozer a screen on Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. Kobe dishes to Johnson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Clippers call time here.
You know, one story that didn't get a lot of press last season, 2 days after the Bledsoe trade had been given the go-ahead, the ownership tried to back out of it. The trade was already public news, and Doc Rivers actually threatened to quit before their ownership backed down.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And for J.J. Redick, that shakeup must have been tough. His contract with the Clippers was contingent on the trade.
And Kevin, reportedly, Doc Rivers leaned on ownership pretty hard, saying, hey, I shook hands on this. Don't make me look bad here. Our reputation's at stake. It all worked out, but a reminder of the Clippers' rather dysfunctional past.
Griffin attacking.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
But there was some style there, Kev. It was a pretty sweet one-handed flush.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, when Doc Rivers came to the Clippers, he wanted to shift their image from a Showtime team to a true contender. Blake Griffin said, Lob City is done. And while the Clippers still make highlight reel plays with the best of them, Rivers has brought a seriousness and a focus to this team as they pursue an NBA championship. Guys?
Rivers has said lobs are great, but winning is better. They're trying to get them both. Thanks, Doris. And he hasn't cashed in on his chances at the line, only making one free throw.
DeAndre Jordan alongside Blake Griffin, maybe the best game dunker in the league. He has the ability to make spectacular plays every time he gets near the rim.
Los Angeles leading by 6. There's the pass to Boozer. Shoots a fader, and he gets it to go. Boozer's got 6 points. And for DeAndre Jordan, Clark, between his length and his leaping ability, you almost feel like he should be playing an 11-foot, 12-foot rim.
I tell you, when I've watched him play, there are times when it seems as though he's overwhelming that 10-foot basket. It really does look that way at times.
Now here's Lynn, following the shot by Chris Paul. Davis kicks to Johnson. Shot clock at 2. Here's Kobe. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Clippers trail by 8. Outside Griffin. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Cutting into the lead.
I don't feel like that was
one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir. That may put a little life back into this team.
Randall's checked in for Los Angeles. Nash comes in for Jeremy Lin. And here's Nash. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. He lobs it up. The 3 from Johnson. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
Griffin. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, there have been talk of the Clippers trading DeAndre Jordan for Kevin Garnett 2 summers ago. The Clippers have to be happy they didn't make that trade. Sometimes the best trades are the ones that aren't made. KG's still getting it done, but Jordan is going to be their center for a long time.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Young's checked in for Johnson. And it's Price in for Nash. Now here's Price. Randall with a screen for Kobe. He dishes it to Randall. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Julius Randle had a great freshman season at Kentucky, amazingly consistent and dominant at times. But he still saw his stock fall a little bit. Concerns about his lack of length. He struggled at times to finish oversized. He didn't come up with a great number of steals or block shots. And the question is, will he be undersized or a defensive liability at the pro level? We'll see, but I think he's going to be a productive pro.
And Randall struggled at times to finish over length. The low rate of steals and blocks, will he be undersized or a defensive liability at the pro level? That's been the question.
I don't have the answer to that, but it's certainly a good question. I mean, teams like their bigs to do 4 things: defend the rim, space the floor, rebound, and score inside. We know Randall can handle the last 2. Time will tell if he can get things done in the former 2.
And that one's good. Randall's got 4 points this quarter. Clippers trail by 7. Paul against Price. Dishes it to Griffin. The feed now to Barnes. Griffin a screen on Young. Back to Griffin. From the high post. Second chance shot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
A different look for the Clippers. Glenn Davis is checked in for Griffin. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick.
Well, Julius Randle, drafted out of Kentucky after 1 season. He fits that classic power forward mold. 6'9", strong, physical, great rebounder, and scores with his back to the basket.
Clippers trail by 8. Paul passes to Barnes. With the teardrop. There's the bucket. Good.
Oh, my goodness. Come on, guys. Let's go.
9 points for Chris Paul.
That's his brand of basketball, and he plays it as well as anyone. And as we get into crunch time, they need him at his best.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So, for the Clippers, Spencer Hawes is checked in for Jordan. Douglas Roberts comes in for Barnes. And it's Farmo in for Paul. Kobe dishes to Davis. Comes up empty down low. Davis with a screen on Price. Now Farmo. Clock at 6. Davis sets a screen. Takes the 13-footer. Counted in the Laker.
Everybody makes bank shots.
Down to just 4 points with the bucket from Douglas Roberts. And the Lakers call time here.
Well, Chris, Douglas Roberts had bounced around since being drafted 40th back in the 08 draft, playing for different teams.
Where is
in Italy? Picked up by the Bobcats last season. He played consistent minutes. Really contributed.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Davis. And it's Henry in for Kobe. Now, here is Young. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Sacramento.